Hey everybody, Anthony for Before Adventures. We're going to do another quick video around the storage system, a little update as to, because it's been going on a little bit now for a few years and everybody deserves an update as to what I think's good or not. We've got the solar panel up and the roof's working out pretty well, but I've got to be honest, let's go and have a look at the voltage. I'm only running one fridge at the moment. We're on a bit of a touring, on a bit of a trip. We've got some glamping going on. We're in these cabins here, you know, with a luxurious barbecue and everything on the Murray, but just thought we'll have a look at the vehicle while it's empty and there's some room in there to talk about things. You can see we've got a lot of K-On gear there. There's someone, I think it's on Oz Protocol at the moment, asking a few questions, and I just thought, you know, opportunity to go over it again, let everybody know where we fit everything when we travel normally as a family of four camping, that sort of thing. So let's get in there and have a look. Okay, so for this video, I'm not going to go anywhere else in the vehicle setup. It's all about the storage system. The only thing I'm going to mention is, let's have a quick look at the voltage. See, 13 point, well, you can't see, that's, you know, it's that refresh rate thing, isn't it, right? I can tell you it's 13.3. I don't know what we've got today. It's 13.3, 13.2, whatever it is, right? Hovering between the two. That's with the Red Arc DC, you know, the 1225. This fridge here is turned off. This is the 30 litre drawer fridge, okay? Why is it turned off? Because they just suck so much juice, because the insulation on them is terrible. So I'm just going to tell you straight, insulation is terrible. So you've got a couple of options here with these drawer fridges at the moment. That one's on, so I'll just leave it shut because it's bad enough as it is. We'll get to opening that up. Actually, let's have a quick look, see what's in there. It's going to be all bad. There you go, look at that. There's one can of Jim Beam. Can you please put that in the freezer in the cabin for me, and I'll drink it when I finish this video. Right, so it's all bad stuff in here. We don't go through much of that. It's just, I like to have one every now and then, and we stocked up because we ran out, so they've got to go in the fridges. Not here, but anyway. Right, so you've got your traditional drawer. The good thing about a custom made or homemade, if you like, even storage system. So I don't have anyone you can buy this off. We'll call this homemade. It's a prototype. Unless we ever find a cabinet maker that actually wants to manufacture these, then we can help everyone out. But I'm not a cabinet maker. I've put the dimensions, I believe, in the video for the base and the length and all that sort of thing. We've got another one in the other Prado. But the point is here, look, there's no hinges, okay? Those sides, there's going to be a lot of ideas for you in this video, even if you don't do exactly this. Each to their own, right? But I'm just here to say, look, there's no hinges. You're not losing any space, right? See, you've just got a 12mm thickness, and then you've got full-size drawers inside, okay? No handle needed. You just have a hole in there, right? It makes it lighter. It makes it easy to use. If you've got small bits of rubbish, you just pop it in there, clean it up later, you know, like bottle lids or stuff like that. We've got a charger sitting there. We've got storage to put a few things. You can build it up here a little bit. Normally I've got my cereal container, which will hold enough breakfasts on my own for bloody 2 weeks or something like that. So it's a heap of storage space there. You've got your 20 litre container there. There's a little bit of room on the other side. I've built a little platform off the side of the storage system, right, that I've screwed from the inside just to the right build so that it's sort of supported. It's probably rubbing on the plastic a little bit, and I'll probably put something underneath it, you know, so that if we take this all out when we sell it, there won't be a mark on it. That's why there's these yellow cloths there. Trims pop out and whatever, that'll all come back. Basically, yeah, we do like to look after things. This has got a chopping board built into it, so you can use that or not. You can use the K-On table. The K-On 2 storage items are awesome. Basically, all the cutlery is in here, even a Phillips head screwdriver in case you need one. Dishwashing, it's all there. So you can just jump in the car and away you go. Pretty much everything's in here. Water, you know, food. There is actually food. Don't leave home without your swimming towel and your shorts, right? I didn't put that in. It's always in there. There's packs of cicadas up there. There's some, you know, you never know, right? You might just head off and, you know, go on a trip. Awesome storage space up the top here for things like, look how much clearance you got to a dunny roll. So there's some tissue boxes, some camp lights, the spare toiletry bag, all this sort of thing. But there's quite a bit of space up there you can't normally use if you don't have this sort of thing. And that's why this is good. Again, more space up here. You can jam your pillows, your sleeping bags, whatever. You can fit a whole heap of stuff up here. We fit our 4 loaded bags there. We've got, one of us has got a 60 litre bag. They're these soft, can't remember the name of them. We got them at, where do we get them? At, what's that camping shop? Anaconda. They're really compact. Starts with D. We've got 300 litre ones, 160 litre one. We don't fill them up. If you fill them up, they're super tight. You've got to squash them. You know when you buy a bag of rags, you know that $20, 20 kilo, whatever it is, bag, that 10 kilo bag of rags, and it's so tightly wrapped, but But of course, once you pull them out, it's massive. It's 4 times the size. It's the same with your bags. So you need soft bags, people, and you just jam them. We got a quarter of this space each. This is full length. It's about 800 and something millimeters. All the food goes in. You'll be amazing how much stuff you fit in there. Plus, of course, your drawers. We've got enough food for a family of 4 for eating pretty well for a week. Plus, you know, there's plenty of other food left for probably another week if we really load it up. In the drawer, you've got your spares in the back, a few tools and spares, first aid kit, that sort of thing. Dare I open that? Should I? Let me see what's in there. Okay, a couple more cans of poison, because that's what it is. Some towels, all usual bags, first aid kit, all your bits and pieces, tyre repair kit, water hoses to fill up tank, spare cam lights. Remember I said you've got to be ready to go. And of course the stubby holder and the famous yellow cloths. But the whole point, I suppose, is saving weight as well. Now, this whole storage system, without the drawer in it, without the cutting board and without the drawers, I weighed it up, it was 38 kilos. Now, you've got to add a little bit more. I've put this rubber mat on top. Another bit there, another bit there. It's going to add a few kilos. The drawer, I'm going to guess, probably weighs just under about 10 kilos, plus a bloody, you know, patio bolt so you can lock it up if you want, or so it just, you know, keeps it shut. That's a simple way to do it, you know. Plus the fridges, which are about 15, 18 kilos each, depending which one. It's a 20-litre fridge at the bottom. That way I can fit a 10-litre water container behind it at the back. So this is the full length 30-litre, goes to the back. So the one at the bottom, it only goes about 2/3. So there's a 10-litre water can go under there, and I fill a 20-litre jerry can in front of that, plus another 2 10 litres here, plus these 20 litres as each side. So if you add it up, look, you can overfill them. You get about 22 litres into them, something like that. So you got 2, 4, 3, 60, 70, 80, 90 litres of water, plus overfill them, about nearly 100 litres of water without putting water anywhere else. And I've got heaps of food, heaps of water, heaps of cold space, heaps of other stuff, whatever I've got in the drawer, whatever, you can just fill it up. Because I haven't got boxes of cutlery, it's all here in the drawer. You can even fill this, so you can see there's space in there, right? There's all space here, space there. It all fits in, it just works. And when it's empty, this is nice and light. This would weigh less than your 3rd row seats if you got a GXL. GXL, you lose space because this is a GX. It's down at this floor level, that's what you want, because you've got maximum space. The plastic trims in the back, they don't come all out with drink holders in and all that. That's why you can do this. This is a GX. You can only do this setup in a GX. A GX is for touring. You're never really going to be able to tour in a Prado without a trailer with more than 4 or 5 people. You'd be absolutely smoking maxed out. If you're doing restocks every 3 or 4 days, you'd be all right. But if you want to go remote somewhere where you're not really going to be able to go shopping and you want to last, to be honest, you're pretty well maxed out. 4 people is about a week, I reckon, you know. Until then you're eating baked beans and noodles and stuff like that. There's nothing left in the fridge after a week. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. Of course, we've got the K-On cargo barrier that stops everything going that way. Nice lightweight once again. And the storage shelf up the top here, they sort of go hand in hand. Couldn't live without those. Don't know how I ever did before. The charger is just a maintenance charger, but it is handy if you stop somewhere so you can plug it in. Because like I said, even with that, I'm just cooking here, and I'm absolutely cooking in the sun. You can see the sun's out. And we're with only one fridge on, we're only seeing 13.2 at the moment. And this is my point. The vehicle's been driven today for about an hour and a half. Say an hour ago that finished. So the batteries were up. They were getting 14 and a half. So the battery's good. I just want to be clear for everybody. The battery's really good. This could be on sort of float mode as well. It could have dropped down on purpose because the battery's just doesn't need it. Let's see what happens if I turn this fridge on. Let's just do this. I'm going to crank that one all the way, all right? And then that should drop down, or it might say no to the battery. See, it's maintaining anyway. There you go. So that's cranked. You can hear the fan now. Right. Let's open up this one, and we'll lose all the cold out of there. That one's cranked as well. That's on full crank. These do get icy sometimes, depending on what conditions you use them in. Look, so we're down to 13. I don't know if you can see that, but 13. Does that work? 13? Don't know. Anyway, the point is, when I'm normally charging batteries, I see 14 and a half, and maybe these dual force batteries, or there's only one. Here we go. No, here we go. I saw 13.6 and then it dropped back down. So it's thinking about it. We'll talk a little bit longer. We'll wrap up this video in the next couple of minutes, whatever happens. But I think it works really well because you don't have to put your panels out. They're already out there. This one's more about the storage system, but the battery's really good. It's just getting the charge into it. You need to really pump it. So it's really an engine running situation for these dual force, or a charger that really pumps it in. I've got a 120 watt panel up there. maybe it needs a bit more, but I would have thought with one fridge. So maybe the battery's happy, maybe where it's at, see what I mean? It's 13.2, so anyway, people, I hope this has been helpful for you as far as, you know, a good, nice and light, 38, boom, boom, boom. Let's go about 80 kilos, right? So if you had that, the drawer in the fridge, it's about 80 kilos, about the same as a GXL would weigh with all this gear in there. Obviously more weight for your water and stuff. The containers are like empty. You just get your fittings from Bunnings, right? In the Pope aisle, where you get those, they screw into there. They're the same as your normal tap size fitting. You get your 10mm hose, I guess it was. Some Australian made hose clamps, Toledo. You get them in Bunnings. You got to look hard past the Chinese ones that are dearer. Right, these are about $1 each. The Chinese ones are about $1.40. They're rubbish anyway. And of course, same thing with the ends, right? So, right, you just fit off these things. So, like I said, Pope, right, and you put that garden hose thing screws on there, and then you connect your hose, and you go click to your hose over there wherever you're going to refill it. Next time you're wherever you're going to refill it, right? So that's how it's done. Charger there's handy. These don't run off 240 volt. So ideally you need a bigger charger or a bigger set of panels to crank this battery if you're going to have 2 fridges running. So yeah, we've had a few different charging systems. Check out the fridge battery solar playlist if you want to know more. But this works really well for us, and hopefully it's been helpful for someone that missed the other videos on this, you know, touring setup, if you like. Often would have a awning on the rear, separate one on the side, couple $100 worth. Just really simple. It's easy to put out this one straight across the back if you like making lunch now in the hot sun, you want to stay cool. Anyway, let's wrap this one up. Like, subscribe, turn the bell on if you want, otherwise we'll catch you in the next video. But check out those playlists because there's a lot of info already there for you. Touring setup ideas, vehicles, how to use them, track days, you know, day trips, weekends, camping trips, touring trips, different places around Australia, treks, routes. Could help you plan anything and help you avoid a situation without finding out the hard way from doing it yourself. Catch you on the next one, people. See ya.